Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Here's Alexis Carra from Mixology on ABC. You do the Twitter thing? How can we find you on Twitter?
I tweet.
You do?
I do.
How do we find you there?
It's Alexis Carra, C-A-R-R-A.
Okay.
At Alexis Carra.
Now, you said you're a writer, too. So you do...
Yeah, I do.
Now,
I
how
dabble.
often do you throw your male followers a bone and you give them a little bit of a bathing suit shot, or is it all writing? Like every once in a while, I'll give them a thong shot.
You give them a thong shot.
I'll throw
Yeah,
them.
I really liked that one, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll give him a little nipplage or something. I try to keep it PG.
You do, but when you say you write, what kind of writing do you do, and what form do you write? Is it like sitcom television?
Yeah, I just wrote my first pilot with my old roommate.
Oh, that's
so,
great.
Yeah, we're working on our it's gonna be draft after draft after draft, but
That's the way to make the big money.
yeah, I know.
That's the way to get that Larry David
Yeah.
money. You got to write it.
Yeah.
You got to create it.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like, she went to Yale. She was cum laude at
wow.
Yale. Do you
It keeps,
feel like
keeps
that?
getting better and better with you? My God.
Yeah. Do you feel like that
Caduce,
kind
my
of
man.
opens writing doors?
I'll let you know. And next
Yeah.
time I'm sitting here, if I'm the creator of a show, then I'll be like, hey, that Yale thing opened a
Yeah.
door.
Well, no, because people
I mean-
will automatically assume for the rest of your life that you are brilliant when they see
Just
that.
because you go to Yale, right?
And then you'll,
Yeah.
say, hey, well, why don't you read my
That's where that
script,
whole daughter of an immigrant
right?
thing really came in handy.
Yeah.
Getting into Yale.
Beautiful.
I really plugged that one.
No, you got to do it.
Yeah, I tried to. I barely spoke English when I went in. I just kind of faked it.
Guess what I
And
found
came
out? At the
suddenly
age of-
I spoke great English, and they're like, "Whoa, she's a genius."
At the age of 37, I found out I'm 25% Native American through one of those tests that you take, and I could have got into, because of the guilt, I could have got into Harvard with a 3.8 or something.
Or they might have put you on a reservation somewhere.
No, I want the gambling money. That's
Yeah,
what I want. I want that. That's what, I want just the money I've lost from casinos would be fine. Now, what did you major in at Yale?
I majored in theater.
Yeah. So Yale drama you went to?
No, undergrad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what. But you know what? In LA, people don't know the difference. So let's just keep them thinking.
They don't
we went
care.
to Yale.
Absolutely.
Right.
No, honestly, they don't. In LA, it hasn't really. But I think as a writer, yes, I think it would be.
Yeah.
It will. I guess give me some credibility. But if
Absolutely.
if it's not funny, it's not funny, and it doesn't matter where you go to school.
So you like writing comedy?
Well, I mean, that's what I've written so far. And before, I mean, I've written for a few blogs and stuff. So a lot of it has also been just more like prose.
Did you ever write stand-up comedy? You ever think about doing that?
I haven't, but you know what? I'd like to go
Could you
for
see
it because I'm
yourself doing
super
that?
uncomfortable. Like the idea of it makes my skin crawl. And we have a comedian on our show, Andrew Santino, who's like really successful as a comedian. And he's like insulted if people say, yeah, I think I might be able to comedian. He's like, don't do it. It's ridiculous. It's kind of how I feel when people are like, if you said to me, you know what, I think I'm gonna take a ballet. I'd be like, you know what, F off.
Right.
You're not gonna be a ballerina.
I got this. But here's the thing. I've been doing
Sorry, Artie.
stand-up for on and off for 25 years. And I'm willing to admit there's a way better chance of you doing stand-up than me doing ballet. Me being a ballerina is way longer odds than you doing 5 minutes of stand-up.
The next segment is Artie in a tutu.
Oh, you don't want to see
I got one ready.
You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
Would you be a
Yeah,
ballerino? What's it called when a guy is a ballet?
I'm still trying to figure that out too.
Ballerino.
No, though, just ballet dancer. It's not fair for men, but you get to wear white tights and your package always looks big, so that's good.
Really?
Well, if it is big.
I'd be called an obese-rino. How about a loser-rino? Mike, what about that? Now, Mike just started blogging as well.
Nice.
Well, I'm learning how to spell better. I love talking about it and ranting.
Mike,
Mike, have you heard of
also-
spell check? Because it.
He doesn't know how to use it, apparently.
No, they
Somehow
always
he
break my
doesn't have
chops.
it.
No,
Mike is a rare person in show business who suffers from having a goiter. And he reblogs a lot about the goiter. You know what a goiter is? It's a stone that forces you. You look like a frog. Like you see a second chin.
Well,
I
the
look
chin's
like a
going away,
frog.
Alexis, because I started Nutrisystem 6 days ago. I lost 8 pounds already.
Wow.
Oh, we need to weigh him tonight,
Yeah.
too.
That's awesome.
No, but your chin.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, but it's causing a lot of gas, and he
Oh, the protein shakes.
Yeah.
he moves his
Well, there's a lot of
bowels
fiber.
here.
No,
and
the
it's-
protein,
It's not like that.
the
Oh, it's
protein
not-
shake was like, whoa. I was like,
And he moves his bowels here, and people are complaining, like in other
Yeah.
offices.
Yeah.
You
well,
know,
it was the
On
first
other
time.
floors.
Did you move your bowels? Where'd you move your bowels today?
At home, I always, go there first.
So you didn't have to do it here.
No.
That's good. But you know,
We
when you're
applaud
moving your
that.
bowels, you can get a lot of work done.
That's good.
You can get a lot of work done.
See, he
Yeah.
doesn't do that. He
While
doesn't
moving.
multitask.
No, I'm not.
I'm a woman. I'm always multitasking, and I love the iPhone poo symbol.
What
the
is that?
The emoticon for poo. It's fantastic.
right.
Oh.
I love throwing
Yeah.
that in a random text. It gets people. They're like, oh, what is that
Gets
about?
people-
I don't know.
It gets people going.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's my mission in life, Artie, is to get people moving.
Get people going. Yeah, get people moving. Now,
Prune juice,
I need that.
coffee enemas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying stuff right now. I'm just gonna start saying words.
No, but that's fine. That's what works on this show.
Yeah.
Especially when we bring up Mike's bowels. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but
gotta
I'm
call-
running with it.
you gotta
So
call
stand
audible.
up. I'm gonna come take some lessons from you, and I'm gonna
well,
start
do
with
you-
bowel movements.
You really want to do that?
You know, I'd like to try. I mean, why not? I'm 33. I got nothing to lose. I could just try. Should I? You know?
Yeah, but unless listen, you seem happy in what you're doing now. If you think it would be torture and too stressful, why add that to your life? You know?
No, it's definitely something I've thought about. I don't want to be, a professional stand-up where that's like my new gig, but I'd be. I mean, I like to step out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
and that definitely would be stepping out of my comfort zone.
Something to add to the resume, too. Something interesting.
Yeah, everything I do is resume building. I am a resume builder.
Now, what about films? You ever work in film?
Yeah, I love. My big goal this year is to work opposite like a master actor and just watch them work on set. I'll hold a tree and say one line if that.
Right. Now,
you know?
who's your idea of a master actor?
You know, I've been thinking about that. Like somebody like Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, Meryl Streep. Come on now.
Yeah,
Kate
sure.
Blanchett. I mean, Kate Winslet. Anybody with the name of Kate.
Yeah. Daniel
God,
Day-Lewis, I heard, is a little too intense.
Is he?
Like, I heard if he plays like a homeless person, he won't shower and stuff like that.
Right.
That goes too far.
Yeah.
He
That's
starts
like
to-
super method.
That's what I mean. It starts to stink.
Right.
You know? I mean, just act like a homeless guy. I don't need. You can't smell someone on screen. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Like when he did My Left Foot, I heard his foot stunk.
You know what?
Like he never washed that foot, and like you
'Cause
have
it
a
was a-
scene,
Yeah, with the foot.
and the foot would be there, and like I'll be like, oh my God, can someone tell Daniel Day? And what do you call him, Daniel
do you call-
Day, Danny,
Lou.
DD, Lou?
DDL. Yeah.
it would be
No, My Left Foot though, I like that film. I was watching films like that when I was 8. I
Right.
don't know.
Were you really?
Yeah, I loved that film.
That's
and like
edgy.
Ordinary People, I watched that, with Mary Tyler Moore. I mean, the Mary Tyler Moore show, come on.
That's
She's like,
fantastic.
that's
yeah.
the best writing
Hi,
ever.
Lou.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to find writing that good anymore.
Yeah.
Who
Even
put
the
you
pilot.
on that stuff? I mean, your parents, did they guide you in that direction?
No, I think I'm just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, my
no.
Aunt Cindy we watched a lot of movie musicals. So I grew up on Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly and things like that. And then Mary Tyler Moore. I think my abuela liked Mary Tyler Moore.
I remember receiving my first communion in the second grade and watching The Godfather. Like around that time, I remember like being that young and that horse scene, like screaming, and my father laughing at how I was crying about it.
Little Artie.
Yeah, little Artie's laughing at the horse's head.
Do
Yeah.
you think your parents would laugh at you like that? Her parents are a psychiatrist and a psychologist.
Yeah.
Was your
let's not
upbringing
talk
just
about
like
that.
rough.
ideal,
Yeah.
or were they
Let's
doing
not talk about
experiments on you?
No, my mom. Listen, my mom she is one of the most beautiful, smartest women I know, and she expected a lot, but she was also very loving and supportive. Right,
Really?
Caduce?
Is Caduce? Caduce, do you get along with the family?
She put
does.
me through the ringer.
I
She
bet.
did.
Yeah,
Are they-
absolutely. I think
yeah.
the first 7 months of our relationship were highly suspenseful for me.
Really?
I thought
Okay.
that any given day-
psychoanalyzed?
That's hard to do. No,
Yeah.
listen. A lot of my girlfriends too, especially now. My girlfriend's father's a doctor. My fiance's
Yeah.
father is a.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
You're
you know,
betrothed.
Yeah, I didn't realize Dear Abby was my partner. But no, they're a he's a doctor. Like,
Right.
And she's a very beautiful younger. I always say she's 17 years younger than me. And my friends say, "What do you have in common?" And I said, "Well, she was born the same day. Actually, I got my first DUI, which is very
Perfect.
And her father's happy about that. But the father he's being nice to me. I think he's disappointed. I don't think 20 years ago he said, "God, I hope she marries like Dom DeLuise with a heroin habit." Like, you know,
Dom DeLuise, may he rest in peace.
if he were on heroin, I don't
If
think
he
he's
were
saying
on-
like that's the guy for my daughter. because that's what happened, unfortunately. But you know, we're working through it.
You're
We're
working through it.
We're working through it. Well, it
Working through
seems
your-
like
your
Caduce,
Tom DeLuise complex.
Caduce got through it.
Yeah.
I managed.
Yeah, he
You know
did.
what? I mean, it really comes down to the communication, though. We worked through it together. We were
Yeah,
a
we did.
team.
That's right.
And
right.
you know,
guys
after
are
a
so
while,
healthy.
no matter how diligent a mom is, if it's a good guy she's dealing with, it's
Yeah.
a good guy she's dealing with.
That's true. That's a
You
good
know what we
point.
work on, Artie? We work on our EQ,
What's that?
your emotional intelligence.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
We're
I-
not Scientologists.
See how that works.
Yeah, no,
FYI.
that's you don't want to be that. You don't
No,
want to be that.
we're I don't have a particular religion, but we work on our EQ.
It's true.
You're
I know.
emotional intelligent. God, I
Yeah.
got to do that too. I got
Yeah.
to do that too.
you
See, I
seem so
tried to.
You can talk to me
Able.
about it. You can talk to me about it later. I can tell you all about it.
Okay. Listen, I feel a lot of pressure right now.
No.
It's hard. Well, listen, it's hard to work on your EQ when you have type 2 diabetes. Takes the romance
Excuses.
out of it. We're going to take another break, and
And then we're gonna take a stress test.
Mr. and
then-
Mrs. Wonderful here will join us in the kitchen. And me and Boschetti will stand next to them and prove there can't be one God making people. And we're gonna have the great Steve Seabury. Did I say that right? Yes, you did. Steve Seabury is making us some
Listen.
awesome food. We're gonna taste some food with the gang here when we come back.
Really?
Awesome.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.